beauties and cuties, my name is Tesseption, and today, like I promised you guys, we're going to be reacting to Game Theory's theory on Happy Meat Farm. Hope you guys are prepared for some of that good old spookness, because this is the day after Halloween, and the spirits were high. What? Enough chitter chatter! Let's get into this. Okay. Subject 1. Oh, it's a plant. Doing plant things. Oh, it's a mega plant. Okay, awesome. That's a super mega plant. Okay, it's a success. Super growth. Treat them into one. Oh, you guys found your own Game Theory chicken to test on. I like how they did the animation for it though. That's really cool. Oh yeah, that's pretty accurate to the series. Okay. Oh, MatPat! I'm kind of deformed anyways. Oh, now you're really deformed, MatPat. Oh gosh. Oh, that looks so gross. Honestly, it does.
Hello, Internet!
Welcome to Game Theory,
show that actually knows how the sausage gets made. And you can too if you watch our sister channel.
Oh, look at that
Theory.
cross promotion.
If you haven't watched it, check it out. Apparently, it's Markiplier approved.
I've been watching your food theory stuff.
Meat theory.
I haven't actually been watching too much Game Theory. I didn't watch it, unfortunately. Again, only food theory.
Only food theory.
There's been one thing that I've seen requested constantly in the comments on the subreddit and on Twitter. It's more FNAF. To which I say,
of course it is.
Why? How? What do you expect? But if there are two requests that I see constantly, it's 1, more FNAF, and 2, to solve the horrific mysteries that are happening over at Happy Meat Farms. Not to be confused with Happy Humble's Burger Barn.
I did get it
Completely
confused
separate
at first.
Just a lot of joyful beef products dominating the indie horror space
Joyful.
these days. Couldn't tell you why, but hey, as long as it's not killer animatronics or haunted toys, I am all about it, friends. Anyway, for those of you who don't know, Happy Meat
Haunted
Farms
killer
is a video
animatronics,
series
thank you.
currently being uploaded onto the YouTube channel This Place Is Not Happy. When I saw so many requests coming in from you guys, I knew I had to check it out. But when I went to the channel, there were only 3 videos.
So far.
Not a whole lot to work
So
with.
far.
Or so I thought. Watching them, it immediately becomes clear that this is far from a nothing burger. 3 short videos quickly spiral out into a very
nothing
complex,
burger.
very expansive ARG filled with juicy lore.
Of
All about a
course.
meat manufacturing company engaging in some very unsavory practices. Let's just say cruelty-free, this is not. But
Yeah,
the
I
most
know,
interesting
right?
part of all is that
It's
this one
horrendous.
isn't finished. The ARG surrounding this evil corporation still has presumably one more video left to release.
Why are we
It's been a
assuming
good
it's one
few
more
months
video?
since the last video, so it's unclear when we're likely to see it. But I figured now's as good of a time as any to dive into the mystery, because I
Let's
believe
do
with
this.
what we already have, I can tell you what Happy Meat Farms is up to.
I
and
kind
what
of
the
like-
missing video is gonna reveal.
In my last episode, I kind of had my own theory about what I think is going on and what I think is happening. I just don't know what Mother is. I think that she's like a government experiment.
Ladies and gentlemen, the stakes and the stakes.
Oh my gosh. Your
have
dad
never
jokes.
been higher.
Your
Side
dad
note, did we
jokes.
get a HelloFresh sponsorship for this one or not? Because it feels like a slam dunk. No?
No.
Okay.
Sounds like they wouldn't want to be involved in this.
I don't know, the Meat Packers of America? I am very good
Also
at
not
packing
want to be
meat.
involved in this.
You know what? Never mind. Strike that, I said that one. No. Also, before we get things started here, because this is an ongoing ARG, I want to bring up the 5 rules of solving
Oh,
these
we
sorts
have
of puzzles that we
rules?
talked about in
Okay.
previous videos. Don't want to have to resort to me uploading a video that looks like this again.
Oh
Boy,
god.
that was not a fun series of days for me. So anyway, long story short, without any further ado, I present to you what I call the 5 P's of ARGs.
What does P's mean? Wouldn't it be the 5 R's? The 5 rules? Stick to publicly available information. Okay. Do not trespass. Do not phone private business or individuals. Oh my god, find one place for ARG discussion.
So, with all that out of the way, it's time to get to the meat of the theory. It's the same steak from earlier. Yeah, I get that I've reused the joke already, but we bought these beautiful steaks. I didn't want them to go to waste. It's like a $20 cut of steak for like a 1-sentence joke.
Why didn't you just...
meat transition?
Things start out with a warning message
Get a
that
fake
lets us know
meat
that only
piece.
authorized Happy Meat Farm R&D personnel are allowed
Okay.
to view the video. It also asks that the
Right,
parties
I
who
remember
view the
this.
video sign a non-disclosure agreement. So, since I don't want any of us to get into any legal trouble here, on screen is a totally real and not at all dubious NDA that's going to keep us all protected. All you need to do to accept the terms and conditions is to write down in the comments.
I ain't writing
accept. If there's
nothing.
anything that you see that's disagreeable in there, write sussy bussy.
I ain't
No
doing
need to
nothing.
read
I'm
it
a
closely,
sneaky
though.
ninja girl. I ain't writing down nothing. You'll never know that I was even here, except for the fact it's being recorded. But aside from that, you won't even know.
Absolutely trust us. This is absolutely how real life contracts work. Y'all
Right.
signed in the comments? Great.
Yep.
Let's begin.
Not really.
The video
I'm a ninja.
shows us 3 rounds of genetic treatment testing. Each experiment lets us see the subject name, animal type, age, sex, status, and recommendation for the next step. Special shout outs to the cow test subject here, which is codenamed M00. Get it? Get
Moo.
it? Cow, moo. Top
Yep.
shelf internet humor right
Yep,
there.
yep,
In the
I
first 2
agree.
rounds of testing, we see that things aren't going so well. After treatment, the test subjects have developed large tumors and eyes on parts of their body that
Yup.
probably shouldn't have eyes.
Yup.
Others have mutated to such an extreme degree that they outright blur the photo entirely.
Well, not
because,
really.
quote, looking at it causes extreme discomfort. Thank you, Happy Meat Farm, for your thoughtfulness and foresight. Except, there's
Really let it go
one
for a
problem with
second.
that move. The last frame the image is on screen, the blur filter disappears. While most subjects are either kept for further study or outright killed, 2
Yep.
develop extreme growth and are then sent to HR. Not exactly sure what human resources are going to be doing with a gross lump of mutant chicken, but clearly this is heading in the direction that they want. And when the
Oh,
final
yeah.
animal, M0101, escapes the facility, the whole thing's declared a success and Happy Meat Farm moves on to begin
Which I don't
human trials.
understand.
But
How
hold
is
on,
this
there's something
success?
else here.
Yeah.
Something in that legalese that appears at the very beginning of the video.
Legalese.
If you bother
Okay.
to read the entire
I
disclaimer,
don't.
as I'm sure you always do in any agreement that you go into,
What are you talking
including the
about?
contract that
Yeah,
we just signed on the
totally.
channel a few minutes ago, you'll see at the very bottom, for more information, go to happymeatfarms.com.
I looked that up by
And you know what?
accident,
Yeah, I
by
would
the
like
way.
some more information, please. So let's head
It's a
on
real
over
thing.
and, it's a very normal, very corporate-y looking website. Squarespace did you well, my friends. You got everything you need.
And I know he's gonna bring it up, obviously, because I didn't have the code to do it. But if you go to like the employee section, you can put in a code and do something else.
List of products and services, your company history, your glitching welcome video with hidden text. Hold on a minute, that's not something that you usually find on a corporate website. And if that one didn't tip you off, the copyright will. 2023, huh? It's copyrighted from the future? There's even an employee portal that can only be accessed with an employee's unique Happy Meat
Yeah.
Farms ID, which you know we're eventually gonna have to hack
Oh,
into.
yeah.
Let's
Oh, yeah,
start off
definitely.
with that glitching video on the homepage, shall we? If you pay close attention to the video, you're gonna start to notice something odd. The transitions are inconsistent. Throughout the vast
Okay.
majority of the video, they use slow, gentle crossfades to complement the sweeping beauty shots of their pastures. But
Right.
every once in a while, you have a transition that goes like this. A hard cut to the next scene. And
Jesus.
therein lies our key. This ain't my first rodeo here,
that's
cowpokes. There's a place to
smart.
hide single-frame Easter eggs. It's during hard cuts like that. That one frame between hard cuts tends to be overlooked by someone who's just casually watching. In
Right.
fact, the Happy Meat
I didn't
Farm
watch the
welcome
video.
has 4 of these
Oh,
single-frame
ah,
moments, some of which
that's
might
the
look
code.
familiar. There are little experimental monstrosities from the first
Oh,
video.
fun.
P0113, C0174, and our good friend Moo.
Moo.
But one of these things is not like the other. At 24 seconds into the video, there's a single frame with the code ZX159G. And if we happen to put this into the password prompt for the Happy Meat Farm employee portal,
Let's
it
see.
opens up. We are behind the
Oh,
curtain,
this is
friends.
so cool!
Make sure it's right. Let's find out. Open that file.
Oh, this is really. I like how they did all this. This is so friggin' amazing, dude. It's so friggin'
Or
cool.
we will be in a second because I'm not done with this welcome video yet. Well, the hard cuts
Oh,
are certainly
really?
the most obvious secret thing in here. They're only hiding an even bigger piece of the puzzle.
Are
That's
they?
right, friendos. Happy Meat Farms is using secrets to distract you away from the other, more hidden secrets. It's a pretty clever move, I gotta say.
Secretception!
You see, at 44 seconds into the video, if you happen to be watching in full screen, which, why would you be, but sure, there's a bunch of random letters that are nearly
Really?
blending in with the background.
Oh, I
Ladies and
barely
gentlemen,
see
break
that.
out the togas. It's a Caesar cipher. By plugging it into a
gosh.
decoder, we see that it reads, quote, host assimilated, mother colony established, preparing
Mother
the
colony?
reconnection. That's
Mother colony? I'm getting more and more. A colony? What? Earth? Is Earth mother colony? Mother might be an alien.
It's a bit concerning. The terms mother colony and assimilation make me think aliens. Are aliens
Yeah.
somehow involved in the animal testing we're seeing here? Possibly, but there's nothing else from the previous video that comes close to expanding on the idea. I'm gonna
Okay.
need more information here before we can fully commit to the tinfoil hat on this one. So, for more information, let's go back through that newly opened employee portal, shall we? The
Yes,
employee
please.
access page
I
gives
must
us a
see.
glimpse of what life is like for someone who's working at Happy Meat Farms.
wow.
Their employee
There's so
orientation
much.
video emphasizes how important privacy is to Happy Meat Farms and openly admits that stress and trauma are expected as a part of your everyday. To
Oh my
combat this,
gosh.
Happy Meat Farm has offered mandatory therapy. And it assures
Mandatory
its employees that anything odd they see is all in their heads and they probably
What?
shouldn't worry about it. This
Oh
couldn't
my
possibly
gosh.
be gaslighting, could it?
Ah.
No. They're just listening in on our private conversations with our therapist in order to know which ones have seen too much and which ones to bump off. Look, there's even a list of benefits.
Because all they have to do is take them and then do like the modifications on them and feed them off. Just terminate them, get them done.
that we get for working here, including compensation in the event of our untimely demise. When your likelihood of death is expressly called
up,
out
Grim?
on the employee homepage, might be time to start looking for a different line of work. There's also the not-so-subtle mention of being part of the New World Order. See, editor?
Yep.
I told you working in the dungeon wasn't so bad. What we're dealing with here, my friends, is a corporate culture that's constantly monitoring its employees,
Yeah.
knowingly exposing them to disturbing events and offering therapy to gaslight them into silence. Basically, it's
Yep.
Amazon. Beyond the employee
Basically,
benefits
it's
and
Amazon.
onboarding video, the portal has two very clear passwords that we need to find. One to
a
access the
second
R&D
one?
department, and the other to access
Oh.
human resources. Maybe then we'll finally be able to figure out what they're
Oh.
doing with all that chicken goo. Elsewhere on the site, there's a quick backstory for the company. Apparently, the company is based in Florida because, of
course, it's
the
in
weirdo
Florida.
alien food mutation
Either Florida or Ohio. One of the two.
company is based in Florida and was founded in 1998 by a woman named Ramona Bynes, who aspired to, quote, give animals the best quality of life. I think the gooey chicken in the corner
sure.
might want to have a word with you. Happy Meat Farms almost went bankrupt in 2014 until it was bailed out by a new, unnamed partner who helped them turn things around, which could explain the shift in the company's goals. Although they
Yeah.
still claim to use no genetic modifications or growth supplements,
sure.
elsewhere on the website we learned that they lobbied to kill a bill that would require groceries to put a special label on anything that was genetically engineered. Seems
wow.
like that'd be something that a totally organic farm would want, but what do I know? I'm just a dumb creator. Politics are above my pay grade. Speaking of creators, we see the website mention that they've started to partner with up-and-coming creators like the cynical critic and fellow SpongeBob theorist Alex Bale, of all people. Guys,
What?
maybe you should do a better job of vetting your brand deals in advance. Take it from me. This is the type of stuff that'll get you canceled on Twitter. On the other end of the spectrum, in one last very meta twist, you can see that the company appears to be having an ongoing dispute against the This Place Is Not Happy YouTube channel, the place where our investigation began. Happy Meat Farms claims that the videos being uploaded onto the channel are fake and doctored, but I think we know the truth. It's leaked footage from the R&D department, footage that we see spoken about in a different part of the website. So, knowing that we have ourselves some more passwords to find, let's go back to the Whistleblower YouTube channel and see what else they've uploaded recently. On November 24th, 2021, This Place Is Not Happy released its second leaked video, titled
Right.
Happy Meat Farms Genome Modification Test 47. Skipping tests 44, 45, and 46, I see. Which I gotta say,
Probably
no
important.
hate, I can only see so many deformed chickens before my appetite for McNuggets is gone for good. In this video, we see the shift to
I like that
human
he still
trials.
uses
At
the
the beginning of the
little- a little
upload, we
guy.
see employees have themselves the exciting chance to volunteer and be a part of the tests. 2 weeks vacation, a 401k, and untested growth hormones injected directly into my arm? Woohoo, where do I sign? Only 4 of the test subjects we see are actual volunteers. The rest are classified as insubordinate employees, outsiders, and non-compliant journalists. It's great to see so many people willingly step forward and not coerced at all to
Willingly.
help the forward march of science.
Yup.
Just like last time with the animals, any subjects that show significant growth are immediately sent to HR. But it's
Yup.
subject H0027 that ultimately stands out. She's a 47-year-old female classified as a host. Odd word choice there. There's no picture
Yeah,
of
I
this extremely
know, right?
dangerous subject because it turns out that they've escaped. Usually not something you want to have happen after you mutate them into
I
a
know,
horrendous flesh
right?
monster. It's
But-
also worrying that this one is labeled as extremely intelligent. Despite the escape, they declare the test a success, sufficient growth has been achieved, and the video ends with the phrase, "Mother will..."
So I also want to say, to add to that, like the last time that something like escaped, they ended up just like not really caring and saying it was a success.
There it is again, mother, right after testing on
Mumsy.
an older female that was explicitly labeled as host. We know from the website video that a mother colony has been established and that a host was assimilated. Could mother actually be a single entity, with the colony aspect being something more akin to the Aliens franchise, where a single mother alien, the queen, is planted somewhere, say a 47-year-old female host, and then begins the process of reproducing to create an alien colony? Certainly seems plausible based on the evidence so far. After the tests, the video returns to the original employee video, which thanks us for participating and for being a small part of the New World Order. Then the video glitches once more, and we see something moving? Well, it's meant to be a distortion of the hands that are holding the Earth. When it begins to move, it almost looks like another test subject. Big black eye on one side, pale, patchy skin. Plus, we hear a distorted voice. Don't feed them.
Yep.
The way the voice sounds, yeah, I can imagine that coming from one of those horrible flesh piles.
Oh, that's probably the host, right? Is that what Matt Pat's getting at? So she's somehow hacked into the video that's being published. She's the one that's publishing the videos. And she's warning people.
But what does it mean, them? What them? And why do things keep getting sent to HR? My guess is that these experiments are being used to feed whatever mother is.
Yes.
And that HR doesn't actually stand for human resources. But to prove it, I'm gonna need to access one of these new login pages from the employee portal. And wouldn't you know it, this new video is the key that we need to unlock.
Really?
Doing it, though, is gonna be a bit of a slog. Instead of just looking for hard cuts, this time we're looking for letters that show up prior to any of the others. Normally, the letters start blurred and then become readable, but at different points, certain letters just appear without starting off blurred. Putting them all together in the order that they appear gives us the code CM042T. And with that, we head on over to the login pages. And while it doesn't work for HR, it does unlock the R&D portal. And it's on the other side of that link where Happy Meat Farm's mask begins to slip. And what that web page reveals to us is gonna have to wait for next time. This next page has so much to talk about.
Matt!
There's still a final video we have to dissect.
Sir!
It doesn't feel right to squash it all down into one episode. So yes, there is going to be a part 2 here in the upcoming week. So if you didn't do it earlier,
make sure you
that
subscribe to Game Theory. I want to say like my general predictions about what it is. I assumed it was like alien related stuff a while ago. So I'm assuming, because in the very last video, it's showing the HR video at the very, very end of it. They're like, thank you so much for your compliance and being part of the New World Order. And then like that same thing where like the hands are holding it and it like kind of comes distorted and it says don't feed them. In the next video it says that's not me or it's not me. Because it shows the person and the lady in the video first, then it distorts the end. I'm assuming that the original host was the lady in the video, or she's like taking place of the girl who was the host. That's my thought process on that one part. I'm not sure about what the end all be all is, but it definitely sounds like it's gonna be incredibly terrifying and incredibly gross. Oh my gosh, yes, but please go check out Game Theory, because Game Theory is the one that has done all the research and all the work. I'm just here to be like, wow, that's freaking disgusting, and wow, that makes sense. We're got membership members as well, but if you do want to, make sure you subscribe so that you guys can see me react to the next Game Theory when it comes out. I've officially been decepted.